No, you guys asked, and as always, I'm here to deliver.
Nobody else gonna get my love. Hey.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here, and as you already know, it's time for another one. Yes, it's time for another freaking video. Now, if you can't already tell by the title of this video, this is gonna be yet another story time. Before we get into this story time, however, I feel like some of you guys are here. You might be new, I don't know, you might be returning. I'm not sure, but I just have this feeling that some of you guys are watching, but you haven't subscribed yet.
Why is that?
Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. While you're at it, give this video a thumbs up, and of course, if you guys have already subscribed, then you guys know what I do over here on my channel. Welcome back. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on. That way, whenever I post anything, you guys can be notified. You can come over, check it out, see what I'm up to and all that good stuff. If you guys have done all those shenanigans, let's just get right on into this video. Now for this story time, I'm gonna be enjoying a beautiful serving of cheesy chicken, bacon, fries, and a lovely quesadilla on the side. And as always, to wash it down, I'm gonna be having a nice box of Rica. I'm still having guava pineapple. So this should be interesting. Can't forget my agua. Now, for those of you who might be confused as to what the hell I'm talking about, my cousin, my flesh and blood, actually tried to sell me to a drug dealer. So if you missed out on part 1 of that story time, here's a recap. This story took place when I was about 9-10 years old. I was still in primary school. Out of nowhere came a knock at our door. My mom went to open the door and I heard her speaking to someone. Although he is my cousin, he's not someone I associated with. So I found it kind of weird that he actually came over. He had never been to a house before. Ended up telling Freddy, hey, my birthday is coming up. I want a bike. Can I get a bicycle? This dude instantly said,
do you want to go get your bike today?
I thought we were gonna go straight to the place where they sell bikes, right? But we weren't. At this point, we're practically going out of town. So we're heading up towards the Botanic Garden. And I'm in two minds. I'm like, where is this nigga going with me? We were not going towards where people were. The crowd is over here. Why the hell are we going towards where there are absolutely no people in sight? So I stop at the top of the hill and he continues to go down. At the bottom of this hill, there's this dude just standing there looking all creepy. He just exudes drug dealer. He looked fishy as hell. Just standing there and his head is down like this. It's like something you see in the movies. All he does is this. Looks up at me and does this. So now that you're all caught up with part 1 of the story time, I think it's safe to say that we can jump into part 2. Here we go. As soon as he did that, my instinct just kicked in and I started to run. I didn't look back. I didn't care if anybody was chasing me. I forgot where I was for an instant and I just ran like my life depended on it. I ran all the way through the gardens, took a left out the gate and back down where we came from. I ran past police headquarters and I just kept running. Now, as I was running, there was this police officer coming up towards me when I was running down on the sidewalk area, right? And people just kept looking at me. I remember just running past people. And remember, like I said, I'm 9-10, right? So I'm a little kid and people are just seeing me running. So they're wondering what the hell is happening. You know, where's his mom? Where's his dad? What's going on? Why is this little kid just on the street running like that? And all I felt like just doing is just saying, you know, help, 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 help. I just kept saying help. And then this police officer looked at me. So he's like,
what's wrong? What's wrong?
So I said,
my cousin.
So he was like,
What's wrong with your cousin? Where's your cousin?
He actually held me by my hand and told me if I want him to take me back to my cousin. Because I don't know if he thought like I was lost and maybe I was looking for my cousin. So as soon as I heard him say, take me back to my cousin, oh hell no. I just gave this nigga an elbow. I was like, oh hell no. You're not taking me back to what I just came from here. He instantly let me go and I just continued running. I just remember running. I ran like my life depended on it. I was breathless. My throat was burning. My chest was hurting. My chest was pumping fast. I was out of breath. But I ran and ran and ran. The good thing about it is that my bus stop takes me back home was straight down the road. So all I had to do was just run straight. I didn't have to worry about streets and turning left and turning right. I just ran until I got to the bus stop and I got on board the first bus that was there. It was just a good thing that the bus didn't take too long, because imagine I went all the way in the back seat and I hid solo. What I was afraid of is that this nigga would actually come to the bus stop, find me in the back of this bus, and then take me and bring me back to that evil, creepy looking drug dealer guy that we just came from. I had no idea what this dude was going to do to me, but just the way that he looked at me and the motion that he did, like just the motion that he did, it just screamed killer to me, okay? I just knew I was going to die. I prayed and prayed and prayed that he wouldn't have come back to the bus stop and found me at the back of that bus. As soon as the bus put me down, I ran. Like, I didn't stop running until I got home. I ran all the way home. I kept that door open so hard, and my mom was right in the kitchen, so she's looking at me like, what the hell is going on? Instantly, she went into panic mode. She's like,
what happened? What happened? Where's your cousin? Where's your cousin?
So I started telling her what happened. I started telling her about him telling me that we had to go pick up the money. Then he brought me all through different alleys and stuff. Then we went to courts. Then we went all the way up to the gardens. And then I told her about this creepy dude. I just told her everything that happened. Now, my mom is a bandinero. Let me tell you, my mom does not play. That lady does not play. Instantly, her whole demeanor, her whole mood changed. She instantly started blaming herself because she was like, she put her child in a position where he could have gotten hurt. She went into beast mode. She went into mama bear mode. So she kept on asking me, where is he? Where is he? She grabbed a freaking knife from the knife rack in the kitchen and she kept asking me, where is he? So I told her that I left him in town. I told her everything. I told her that I left him in town. I took a bus by myself and I came home. And for the entire evening, for the rest of the entire evening, my mom was pissed as hell. She kept making noise, she kept quarreling, she kept cursing. She was really upset, and all she kept saying was he had better not come back to her home and she had better not see him because he would have to deal with her. That was all that pretty much happened that day. I literally expected this dude to come back to the house because remember I left him in town. I literally expected him to get on a bus and come up to my house looking for me, but he didn't. Imagine I had to go to bed that night and I could not sleep. Like, I just kept expecting that door to knock and I expected to see him back in my living room. I just thought that he would come and get me and take me away again. Like, it was just traumatizing. But he never came back that evening.
The next day.
Tell me why. Tell me freaking why. We're in the yard. My mom is washing dishes, doing the dishes and stuff, and doing laundry. This nigga comes strolling up into our yard like nothing ever happened with the biggest smile on his face, saying good morning. Instantly, my mom didn't lose a beat. As soon as she saw him, oh, she went into beast mode again. He didn't have time to utter a word. My mom literally sprung on this nigga. She told him if he knew what was best for him, just leave her yard and she doesn't ever want to see him again, because all she felt like doing was strangling the life out of him. All she felt like doing was just putting an end to him. Cease to exist, deceased. She just felt like wringing his neck. Like, I literally had to hold my mom back. I literally had to keep telling her not to do anything to him because I saw my mom ready to stab this nigga. And Freddy, I could see the fear in his eyes because he knew the type of person that my mom was. She was a nonsensical type of person. She doesn't take mess. If she has to lay hands, she will. Everybody knew she had that reputation. She didn't take nonsense and she wasn't afraid to throw hands. So she told him before she did anything to him, just get the hell out of her yard. Don't have anything to do with her. Don't have anything to do with her family. And she doesn't want anything to do with him. She just asked him to leave, right? Now tell me why before this dude left, he actually turned around, looked at me, smiled and shook his head. That was like one of the most creepiest things ever. Like, that just traumatized me. Just made me feel like he had a plan for me. He wasn't going to stop until he completed that plan. Like, that just creeped me out. Like, where did he come from? Like, why me? Like, to this day I still wonder why me. Like, you're not accustomed of coming to our home. You're not accustomed of coming around the family. You're not accustomed of dealing with us. Like, why that day? Why my family? Why me? I'm still trying to figure out, like, what was the deal between he and that creepy guy? If the guy was paying him to abduct children, what really would have happened if I had gone when that guy had told me to come? Since after that day, I hadn't seen him around for like a couple of years. I will tell you the truth. I even thought like maybe he traveled or he left the country or something. But every day that I left home, everywhere that I was going, I was still terrified. I just had that thought in the back of my head that Freddy was going to show up, snatch me and take me to this drug dealer type of guy, and I have no idea what would happen after that. Even a couple of years I stayed traumatized and I just felt like I was gonna be abducted and sold to a drug dealer. A few years ago, like recently, grown as I am, I actually saw Freddy. To this day, this nigga still looks at me funny, like he remembers what happened back in the day. But I don't say anything to him, he doesn't say anything to me because he knows better. Well guys, this is where we come to the end of this video. I hope you guys actually enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if story times is something that you guys actually like and you'd like to see me do more of on my channel, please feel free to let me know and I'll be more than happy to oblige. Well, until the next one, remember to be safe, fierce, love, and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Be breezy. Peace.